continue pile in a 2-seater side-by-side.
See.
Are they cedar trees?
They're peach trees.
We are trying to figure out, as you can see, we bought some peach trees. We have a few apple trees behind us that we're going to trim today. And we've got one, we first bought this place, these 3 trees here, we didn't even know were here. And all this was just bamboo. There was probably a 40-foot section here that was just solid bamboo. There's actually 2 really established grapevines and trellises that were here. And I came through here with the track hoe and just started ripping stuff out. I didn't even know any of that was here. I was just trying to get rid of some of the bamboo. So those 3 trees were halfway healthy, and like I said, these 3 were covered up. And I took one down already about 1.5 years ago because it was just dead.
Actually, you didn't even, like, I think you bumped it with the track hoe and it fell.
Yes.
Wasn't even.
So we've got this one little guy here on the end, and I don't think he's going to make it. So we're going to go ahead and take it down and plant our peach trees there. And then we've got this space here where we've got the power company's going to come take this old pole down and get it out of the way. And then we're probably going to plant 2 more trees here. But in the meantime, I think we're just going to take this one down. So that's kind of the plan for today. I've got an uncle who he does a lot of, he smokes on a grill. And so I think we're going to try to cut this apple wood up for him.
Oh yeah, look how rotten it is inside.
Guess what?
What's up, bud?
I caught 2 fish already.
You did?
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Sun is shining and the fishing poles are out.
Hey, Dad, can I help you? Are you coming with fire?
No, I'll do this big one today. Humidity too low. If you're wanting like a real scientific method,
Don't look here.
yeah, you're not getting ready to get one. So that's what you were anticipating. Like, man, I wonder what he's gonna do. I mean, I'm just following the instructions, but we have some mushroom compost that we used to put in our garden spot last season. We had a track hoe and we had a dump truck load of mushroom compost. We pushed it through the garden. So we have some left over. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some in here just to help it out. So that's literally all I'm doing. I broke up the bottom underneath this. I broke it up and loosened the soil up, and then put mushroom compost on top of it, just to kind of loosen that soil so the roots can start. They don't have to fight real hard to start going deep, because that's the goal.
One down, one to go. What? Stop squirting, Tata, please. Okay, stop the squirt, because we're not going home to take stuff.
Well, we officially have peach trees on the farm. For me, that's something I've always wanted. And you get a mixed bag of reviews on people in the mountains talking about some peaches work or they don't work. So I have no idea if this is gonna work, but we're gonna give it a shot.
We're going to try. And you can't live in the peach state and not have peaches.
Right.
Or at least try to grow peaches.
So we'll see how it works.
Good luck, little buddies. May you be fruitful.
Yeah. Be fruitful and multiply. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before.
Anytime you're planting a fruit tree, obviously you want to check and make sure that the variety will survive your zone. So we're zone 6B. These are good for zone 5 to 9. So we are good there. You can always check with your local nursery. They know what grows well and what doesn't, and they'll be happy to walk you through and help you pick a variety that will grow well where you live. Normally, anytime you prune apple trees or fruit trees, you want to do it when it's cold because they have a sap in them.
Mom,
And when
please take me to go.
No, and when it's cold, it goes down to the trunk. If you do this in the summer, they'll literally like bleed out. So we still have a lot of cold weather coming, so it's okay. It has been extremely wet, and you also don't want to do this when it's really wet because fungus can get in there and kill your trees. So we have a stretch of dry weather and it's gonna cool back down. We feel like now's our window of opportunity. We're not gonna go too crazy because these are old trees and I don't want to shock them. We're not really sure how old they are. Even the owners don't know how old they are. We do know they are a very old, obviously, variety, like an heirloom type apple, and they're really good. So we want to try to keep these guys alive and going as long as possible. There's some pretty dead and rotten limbs up there, so Aaron's getting a ladder out to go ahead and try to get those pruned. So really today we're just focusing on getting rid of the dead stuff. I feel like that one's dead, honey.
This?
Yeah.
Should we just cut the whole well?
The dead and diseased. The bears climb up it, and I think that's really doing a number on these trees, but anything we can try to salvage and help it be successful, I think is gonna be good.
All right.
I don't know where your left hand is if you slide it up. Yeah, like that whole, yeah. There's a lot of dead on
this
it.
whole thing off?
I think so, because if you look above it, there's a black, it's like dead and split.
So this one right here, my hand's on.
I
Cut the
think
whole
so. Yeah.
Okay, what do you think?
I think that's good on this one. I don't want to overdo it. So normally you would cut anything that's going to grow down, because that just gets too heavy. That looks dead. And anything that's gonna like crisscross each other, you don't want to have that as well. Just when the fruit starts going on it, it gets too heavy and then your limbs will break also. But these have been so neglected that I just think a little bit at a time every year is the better approach. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think I think you got rid of a lot of dead, nasty branches. Because from what I understand, the tree will go to try to repair it rather than putting off fruit. So you want to get rid of the dead so it can focus on the good and give you fruit.
Mom, I'm going to see the towels over there.
Okay.
You want to come with me too?
No, I'm videoing this, honey. I think it's good. I think that's gonna be good. If every year we just give them some love, I think they'll... I mean, we got apples off of them last year.
Right.
So, can't wait to see these all lush and green again. What a mess. That's what hard work looks like. It's a good day.
It was a good day.
Oh, the apple trees.
Oh, I wanted to do them since last year when they would stab me in the face when I was mowing.
You just wanted to burn them all down?
Mm-hmm. I felt that way
A
sometimes.
fit of rage, just burn the ancient apple trees.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Heirloom and all. But yeah, they look like trash. I'm glad we trimmed them up. They've been needing that for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Glad we got some peach trees planted. That's something I've always wanted. So I'm glad we got that tightened up this year so far.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready for spring.
I'm ready for everything to be green.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm ready for. I miss the green.
And the green garden.
It's fun. I like it. I like cutting grass. I like the smell of the grass.
I don't know that very many people say they like to cut the grass.
I like the birds chirping and, you know, the kids playing outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's always fun.
I'm ready for all that. I think this year's going to be a little more enjoyable as far as like the garden and being over there, because it won't be so much like work,
Sure.
because we're not going to do it for work this year.
Right.
We're going to do it just for us. So I'm pretty excited to see how that goes and the difference.
Yeah, our first garden we had, I grew up, you know, with the garden. And the first garden we had, we did 2 big raised beds. And it was something fun that
This
every
was
day.
in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was something fun that we would do kind of every day when I would get home from work. I work 10-hour days, so when I would get home, it'd be in the evening time. And it was something as a family, we would all go out there and just pick weeds out and just enjoy it. You know, the kids would stretch the water hose out and have fun. And last year, it felt more like work, and that does not bother me. I don't mind
Right.
the work part of it at all. But it'd be nice to go back to that, just kind of meander through the garden and pick and have fun and not quite be
Pressured.
right.
That's what comes to mind. That
Yep.
pressure won't be there. That, oh my gosh, this has to make us money, and if it fails, and not only does it fail feeding us, but then it fails income stream wise.
Sure. So a little different flow this year, so that'll be a good. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
About that part.
Life's full of twists and turns.
Like that.
Yeah.
We won't have 60 tomato plants.
There'll be 60 at the very least.
I don't even like tomatoes.
You like tomatoes. You like lasagna, and
I like
you like
ketchup.
ketchup, and you like spaghetti, and you like
don't like
salsa.
spaghetti.
But you like lasagna.
Spaghetti's trash.
My point is, you like stuff that has tomatoes in it. You won't go eat a tomato, just a tomato, but you'll
Right.
eat stuff that has a tomato in it.
Sure.
Anyway, do you have any words of wisdom to end this video with?
I do not have any words of wisdom today.
Not today, you're all out.
There's probably something in there if I thought long enough, but not today.
Alright, well, we're going to close out this video.
Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate y'all so much.